Hi, we are here with John Haug, a program manager in Visio. Welcome, John.
Hello.
John, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you have done in Visio 2010?
Sure. Well, I've been a program manager on the Visio team for about 6 years. So I've worked on Visio 2007 and 2010. And in 2010, I worked on auto-align in space, automatic page resizing, connector splitting and healing, a few parts of the ribbon, and a couple other features that we'll take a look at today.
Sounds good. Why don't we just dive into it?
Okay. So Visio 2010 starts off in what we call the Backstage view. And this is where you can browse the various templates to choose the type of diagram you want to create. Or you can open recently used diagrams. So I'll open one here that I have. Now you can return to the Backstage view anytime by clicking on the File tab. And this is where you can see information about the file, start a new diagram, or share it with others. So for example, you can send a diagram by email or upload it to SharePoint.
I see that Visio has the new user interface like the other Office applications, the ribbon. Tell me how this makes the user's life easier.
Well, the ribbon organizes Visio's capabilities by the type of work you're doing and the results that you want to achieve. So the various features you need are all grouped together right here at your fingertips. For example, let's say I want to format my diagram to make it look nice. I can preview different colors and effects simply by mousing over items here in this themes gallery.
So it looks like browsing through the various features in Visio 2010 is much easier. How about the actual diagram creation?
Well, the Shapes window is where you find stencils containing the shapes that you can use in your diagram. Now, we added the idea of quick shapes to make it easier to add shapes to your diagram. So all the shapes above this light gray line here are quick shapes. And you can customize which shapes appear here, so the ones that you use most often are available at the top. Now, the quick shapes in all the open stencils are visible in the quick shapes view, so you can have all your top shapes available together. In this case, basic flowchart, cross-functional flowchart, and arrow shapes. Now, in your diagram, if you hover over one of the blue arrows, the first 4 quick shapes in the stencil are shown in the mini toolbar, and you can preview and choose which shape to drop and connect. So this makes it very fast and easy to draw connected diagrams. I can simply mouse over the blue auto connect arrow and select the shapes that I want to drop. Now the auto connect arrows can also be dragged out to draw a connector. And I can continue drawing right off the edge of the page and Visio automatically expands it. So as I move or delete shapes on the page, Visio adjusts the page automatically so it always fits my diagram.
So what if you want to add or remove something in the middle of the diagram?
Okay, well that's also pretty easy. All I need to do is drag a shape out from the Shapes window and drop it onto a connector like this. And you can see that Visio moves the rest of the diagram out of the way and fixes up all the connectors. And of course, if I delete a few shapes, Visio also fixes up the connectors for me.
So John, you also worked on a feature called Auto-Align in Space. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, Auto-Align in Space cleans up your diagrams by neatly aligning and spacing the shapes. So we know that people hate seeing these little jaggy lines in their diagrams, and Auto-Align in Space fixes this. So what it does is make small changes to your diagram to make everything fit nice and neat.
Well, John, thank you very much for telling us about all these cool features in Visio 2010. Let me count. Backstage, ribbon, quick shapes mini toolbar, page auto size, auto align and space. Mm-hmm. Is that it?
I think so.
All right, lots of things. So I have one last question for you. Which one of these features is your favorite?
Probably the auto-align in space. It fixes a common problem that a lot of users have, and whenever we show it, it's always very well received.
Very well. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Take care.
Thanks.